Phonetic Foolishness. If you pronounce head, dad, and beard, you'll hear the last words rhymes with did. And in this poem, you'll surely find many items of this kind. For instance, deer and fear and hear but bear, gear and tear but wear and tear, yeast and list and please but pleasant, meant and pet but sweat and great. The last words rhymes with fright and weight. Quite differently again is height, which sounds like bite, indict, and light. The next line should be read with care. The praying prayer says is prayer. Been and lean and mean but meant. Not G in get, in gem and in gent. Vice but crevice, advice and device, lies but malice, police, concise. We say dreamt but also dream. The last word rhyming with esteem. Grew and blew and knew but sue. Cow and row but saw and raw. Measles does not sound like measure. The same applied to treason, treasure, braid and made and laid but said, treat but threat, and thread but shred. A prison is often called a jail, which word is also written jail. Now note the difference with goal, which rhymes with foal and dole and roll. Owl and jowl are not like bowl. Try fowl, then ghoul, and lastly, soul. We say frick and strick but stake, lick and freak and speak but break. Meadow has the sound of ed. Note lead and led, read and read. Wear and wary, heard but beard. Dread but dreary, earned but feared. Bait and gate and straight but blood. Leave out the G in now and not. Sword but sword and word by lord, load and toad and road but broad. Cereal does not sound like seal, real not like zeal and heel. First say danger, then say anger. Count but country, southern south, disguise but bruise, youth and hunt. Brook but brooch and broad but blood. Hood but mood and food but flood. Mint but pint and cork but work. Dull and gall and haul but fool, lull and skull but bull and pull, hour, flower, but tore and poor. We say bone and loan but gone, pronounced like dawn or done. Tone and stone and throne but done, phone and home and scone but none. Now, reader, always bear in mind the difference between wind and wind. The latter rhymes with rind and kind. Breathe but breathe, and feather, ladder, lethal, nadder, either, tadder, giddy, give gesture and gin. Berry is pronounced like berry, in trace, in chop, and chin. Quite different from ch in anchor, which rhymes with tanker and with banker. Chemist, chasm, choir, cough and vouch and pouch but touch. Butcher does not sound like crutch. Over has the spelling of lover, and of glove and dove and cover. Hover is not pronounced like clover, which sounds like dover and like rover. Lever rhymes with never and sever. Sounds quite different, however. Now, have a shot of evil, devil, reveal and revel. On the level, desert and desert, some and home, tomb and womb, bomb but calm, life alive, live but live. Gauze but gauge, believe but sieve. Should is different from shoulder. The same applied to could and boulder. Bound but wound. Rush but push. Lumber, plumber, rush but bosh. Eve but you, and froth, betrothed. Naughty is heard in fasten, hasten, which make them rhyme with arson. Mason, the same applies to listen, soften, nasty, hasty, faster, chaser, master, laster, taster, waster, whose but lose, can know but woe. Worm but form and doll but toll, horse but worst and lost but post. Cost and frost but most and ghost. Calm but valve and ball but pall. Tall but tolly. Gull but gull. Star and bar and par but war. I wonder if you want some more. If so, try rum, created, treated, heinous, feign, weird, veil, conceited, chic, slay, slate, skein, seated, debate, ate, senate.